As NBA buyout candidates continue joining teams, we have a new one. Kevin Love has decided to sign with the Miami Heat, it seems like. So we're going to talk about all that plus some more right after this.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your daily basketball fix, NBA Central. Hosted by the one and only CEO Haize.
All right, Bobby's in the building. Haize is in the building. We're going to talk about this, man. Kevin Love going to the Heat. How you feel about it, Bobby?
I think it's a good move for him, man. That's what I've been saying it. You know what I'm saying? Since the trade deadline was coming, a lot of these guys that's gonna be on buyouts. A lot of the times they're veterans and they want to compete for championships because like for an example, you got Russell Westbrook well in his 30s, Kevin Love here well in their 30s. These guys, they gonna want to look and try to capture at least some type of championship or get a feeling of playing in meaningful basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I think Miami is the best place for him. I know that Kevin Love spoke to the Sixers. I think that Miami, with the way that they're ran and with the opportunity that he has, that he'll be able to at least play some minutes because the Cavs sat his ass down for like 12 games.
Yeah. My biggest issue with this, I'm going to talk about the positive next, but I just want to lead off with not issues, but some concerns I have there. Part of the reason the Miami Heat haven't necessarily had the season that some people expected them to, they haven't been terrible, 32-27 on the season. But part of the reason to me is that the Heat kind of just look like an old team at this point, bro. You're adding another veteran player. So I just worry about it. They're 5-5 in their last 10. I just worry about like how much does Kevin Love really have in the tank left? Now we know he's always going to be a decent rebounder. His rebounding rate, even though he's not playing as many minutes, is still up there towards the higher end of the NBA. He can be a threat to stretch the floor. We've seen games this season when he has played for the Cavs. He has shot the ball well in some games. So I like the opportunity of adding spacing and things there. My biggest concern is just when you face some of these younger teams. The Heat are right now the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. If they get to facing these younger teams in the playoffs, I just don't know how much Kevin Love helps them there. But to switch to the positive, Jimmy Butler's been, I don't know if you realize this or not, Jimmy Butler's been starting at power forward for the Miami Heat for the last 20 games.
That's
so. Do you think that Kevin Love moves into that starting lineup, or do you think they keep that starting lineup the same and bring Kevin Love off the bench?
Man, I hope that they do something else because I don't think that's sustainable if you're trying to beat some of the better teams at the top with Jimmy Butler playing the 4, especially when if you're going against Milwaukee, Giannis played the 4. We know Jimmy Butler ain't going to back down, but he's going to have to exuberate a lot of energy on the defensive end to where you're going to be asking like, bro, what can you give me offensively? Because they play Giannis next to Brook Lopez. So I think they just going to get smashed if that's a first round matchup or even in the second round if they get past the first.
Facts. And then not even to mention, then they also bring in freaking Bobby Portis off the bench if he's fully healthy by the playoffs. So, like that's so yeah, I understand why they made this move. I just worry about and I'm not worried about the fit on the court because I think when you have a team full of veterans, the benefit of it is they know how to get to their spots. It just really depends on how many minutes they plan on playing Kevin Love. I'm trying to look it up. This season so far, he played in 41 games. He averaged still 20 minutes in the games that he played, which is crazy. Right. He's still hitting the 3-pointer at a 35% clip, which is not as he used to hit it at like a 40% clip and shooting 38% overall from the field. So there's definitely areas where you can see Kevin Love helping them, especially like Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love pick and roll. Hey, that may be nasty, bro.
I think it'll be some sweet, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, since he been on the bench and frustrated over there in Cleveland, they forget how well he was, you know, how well-rounded he was offensively. You know what I'm saying? He can add something. Not the best defensively, but he got other players around him to kind of help out with that. So I think, yeah.
Yeah, and Kevin Love still, even in his reduced role in Cleveland, still averaging 4 3-pointers a game in the games that he played, which is banana. And the Miami Heat ranked towards the bottom of the league in 3 points attempted per game. So, like I said, the fit is, if you look at it, there's a nice fit there on paper. It's just I worry about how it's going to end up working out for them. But hey, at least they're taking a shot at it. They're going after what they can do, trying to control the controllables, and I like it. Now, they were rumored to be a possible spot as well for John Wall. Now, we don't know where he's going at all. Do you think that they still maybe look that direction? Or do you think that kind of closes the door maybe at John Wall?
I mean, I think the door can still be cracked. I don't know if it's fully closed. closed, but you still have to consider, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a guy, now when we talk about going against younger teams, we know that John Wall can push the hell out of the pace because I pass all the injuries, he still, has that speed to, push pace. And then, but I also look at it, the reason that they brought in some veterans, a veteran like a Kevin Love, is because during the playoffs, the pace slows down, and that's when you really got to be tactical with how you move and things like that and make plays on the offensive side. Now, John Wall, how healthy will he be, or how good will he be? That's still to be determined. But I still think that you look at that option because we seen that they don't even trust Duncan Robinson down the stretch or in playoff moments. So you got to see what you can get.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting arms race to watch where these other players that are on the buyout market currently go. I don't think Serge is signed yet. We know Terrence Ross is going to Phoenix, right? He committed to Phoenix, I think, which is a nice signing for them already, adding weapons there. There's still Reggie Jackson out there. Russell Westbrook still has not officially been bought out yet. Everybody's expecting him to be, but he hasn't been bought out yet. So we'll see where those buyouts end. Bro, like, it's just I wonder like too if the Jazz are trying to be like, hey, can you just why don't you just stay? But I don't know, bro. It's like, because I thought that Russ would be bought out like within 24 hours of getting traded there, and we're well past a week at this point, bro.
For real. And then there's reports saying he might join the Clippers. I don't know. I mean, the storyline would be great. Like, hey, we gonna take it to the Lakers and we face them to, but I don't see the fit over there with that.
I agree. We'll see, man. At the end of the day, it's still interesting time. Transactions aren't done yet with the NBA season. We'll continue to monitor it right here at NBA Central. Bobby, go and give me your socials, man, before we get up.
All right, man. Y'all want more from me? Hit me up on Shy Bulls Podcast. And y'all already know, Brody. If y'all want more from my man Haize, hit him up at CEO Haize. We just trying to keep it pushing. So y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Absolutely. We're still growing this channel, still a fairly new channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. About 90% of the people that watch aren't subscribed. So hit the subscribe button. But we out this mug. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.